So this morning, taking a bit of a road trip, 400 kilometers across the country, and I'm on this empty desert road. It's not completely empty, but
GPS signal lost.
And on the way, there's a museum, some ruins I hope to see, which hopefully, if I find them,
GPS signal lost.
they'll be in this video. But somewhat ominously, my phone stopped having signal. I have a Saudi phone card now, but zero signal, and Google Maps keeps on announcing that I lost GPS signal, which without GPS I don't know where I'm going. But luckily I think this road goes on for another, I don't know, maybe 30 kilometers, maybe further, I'm not sure. So at least for the next 20 minutes I'm not going to get lost, but I'll keep you updated. So let's stop for a second. I've got no signal on my phone, and to show you what it's like. I mean, the road goes on for as far as you can see, and it's just mountains and rocks and trees, which means it must rain sometimes, right? It's not that arid, but it's pretty arid. It's not sandy, because a lot of deserts, you think Saudi Arabia is all sand. It's not. This is more like Oman. It's like a rocky Martian desert. And by the side of the road, but I've seen some camels too, just not this close. Not that close to the road that I could, get out and film. Anyway, let's keep on driving, and hopefully we'll see something interesting, because I might not. I was driving, or I am driving to a place called, well, there should be a train in the desert, basically. Many years ago, I think the Ottomans, they built this railway called the Hejaz railway, and it extended from, I think it was Medina, which is where I've come from, all the way up to Damascus, and it was destroyed by, I'm pretty sure it was destroyed around the time of the Arabian Revolution, so at the turn of the 20th century. And so I was looking for this train, and as I was driving here, I saw by the side of the road these two buildings, and it looks like they're fenced off, but if you look, there's this line, this black line that maybe, it looks a bit like the kind of ballast that you get for, I think that's the correct term, ballast, like the stones that they put under train tracks. So let's have a look, let's see if we can see anything. I'm pretty sure we can't go inside, but let's have a look. Maybe one building was a train station. I'm gonna have a walk around that in a minute and see if, I guess you can't get inside. And then this must have been the train tracks. Look, it's raised, and it goes on for as far as the eye can see. Here's my car over there. Let's have a look, see if we can get a bit closer. So I'm not sure why, but there's two buildings. I'm pretty sure the other one that I've just come from is the platform, or maybe not the platform, what, the waiting room maybe. But this one, it looks like it was a part of the same, built around the same time. And there's an old, rusted out. It almost looks like that was put there on purpose. So it's not possible to get in, but if you look here, this is, or was, part of the fence. So I think people have been coming with wire cutters and they've cut holes in the fence. and then, you know, the Heritage Commission or the authorities have then come and patched them up again. So there's no hole here now, and I'm not going to try and get in. But let's head on to the next place and see if we can get a bit closer, because this is just one station of many. I wonder what it would have been called. No idea. Maybe Google Maps will help me out with this, but I can't imagine this is on there. The scenery changed quite suddenly from the rocky, dusty, to this kind of these sand dunes, which I haven't seen for a while. You know, I did when I saw them in the Oman, but this is what you think of when you think of sand, when you think of desert. And actually, it looks like it might have rained. It's a bit moist, or maybe, I don't know, maybe they have dew here in the morning. But yeah, this is what you maybe what you think of when you think of Saudi Arabia. Not so much the rocks. But anyway, I'm almost there to the train, hopefully. So let's keep going. There's a bit of a sandstorm going on. I don't know if you can see, but in some places the sand comes across the road, and now visibility is quite, it's almost like it's foggy. I can still see like a good 500 meters, but it's, you know, if it got much worse, you'd have to stop. But there's mountains up ahead and you can barely see them. Wow. Slow down, slow down. Some camels over there. Camels aren't bothered. But let's drive around and see if we can't find it, because, you know, that's worked for me before. Maybe ask someone, but, you know, it doesn't look like there's many people you could ask. What's this? Warning. Dangerous curve. Oh, I'm not worried about that. I found it. It took a while, but I found it. I was almost gonna drive. I was gonna drive up here, and then I thought, I've seen people get stuck in sand, and you know, there's no one here to help. So I don't have a four-wheel drive. I'm not going in the sand. I think I made the right choice, because, you know, I'm sinking in the sand as we speak. But I can see, I think the train is over there, and all of this area is fenced off as far as I can see. Let's get a bit closer. Maybe you can go in, I don't know. So the station buildings, they look kind of new. I don't know if I can get through this fence if there's an opening or something like that. I'm guessing not. But the station buildings, they look kind of new. They're not that old. They're like, they were built by the Ottomans, so I don't know, might be 120, 130 years old. But I'm here to see the train, which I'll show you in a second. Now, in the movie Lawrence of Arabia, there's a scene where Lawrence and some of the Arabs, they ambush a train. Full of Ottoman bad guys, and they derail the train and they kill everybody on board. And I think this is that train. So I'm not 100% sure on this, but what happened in the movie, I think, was based on what happened in real life, and this is the real life train. So let me show you once I get a bit closer. I can only show you this because I think they fenced the whole area off, including the station buildings up there. But this is the train. If I remember, when you watch the movie, they ambush the train from on top of like a hill or some sand dunes, and maybe in the back. Maybe that's well, that must be the place they ambushed it from. But I wonder if the train tracks continue. No, the train tracks stop. Just strange. Because they would run from the station, and I guess the train tracks will continue in that direction, but they're gone. That's very nice. But I'm still a bit this man, he's like he asked me if I want to go for coffee. I have somewhere to go. I have to be on my way to Alula, but if I had time, might be an interesting experience. But yeah, that's the that's the infamous train, even though you can't really get inside. Well, you might be able to if you're thinner. There's a bit of a gap under the gate, but I'm not going to try that. So yeah, I'm guessing that's it for my road trip today. Yeah. It's actually 2 days later now, so this is like a postscript to this video. Luckily I didn't finish editing the video yet, so I can still add it in at the end. On my way back from Alula to Medina, I passed by another train station, or station building. A pair of station buildings, actually. So I'm just having a look to see maybe if I can get inside, or maybe what's different. There's another one over there. I don't know why they always come in twos. Oh, maybe it's, you know, maybe one for either side of the track. But this one, I feel like I can get a bit closer. Maybe not get inside, but so that's another part of the Hejaz railway. I don't see the railway though. There should be a you know, there should be a raised section somewhere around here, but I guess it's been, you know, it's disappeared. You see it through the countryside as you're driving, like it starts and stops, because I guess people like flattened it out for, I don't know, for farming or whatever reasons. Let's have a look at the other building. So outside the other building, this here, it looks like this might be the raised area where the train track sort of went. I'm not sure though. It's kind of been, you know, eroded. The building's in better shape though. If this was the station building or whatever, I'm not really sure. But let me show you, because you'll get a better view than me. It almost looks, it almost feels like it could have been built yesterday. The brickwork is so, or the stonework is so good. But yeah, anyway, that's it for my road trip slash Hejaz railway video. It was fun. It'll be fun to go all the way along the length of the train, because this line would have led from here, which is not far from Medina, about 50 kilometers, all the way to Damascus through Jordan, I think. And who knows, maybe in Jordan I'll see some of the some other remains. I don't know if there's anything there, but if there is, maybe I'll put it as a postscript to this video.